I was thinking that, you know what, in NCC we have like I'll get a chance to join NCC. Then I heard that there is some gun thing happening there as well, and then I decided to join NCC. I don't know why everyone was behaving as if, you know, NCC is some really bad place to be at, and like at least in my batch there was this misconception that NCC is like where you end up when, you know, you don't get selected anywhere else. But I personally enjoyed it a lot. Camp was probably the most one of the most enjoyable things in my NCC experience. Okay, so there I got an opportunity to perform on the LTPCSA. So that's not something that you get every day. Okay, NCC, there are some things which are very restricted for the common public. Okay, and it's not just about the firing thing. Okay, you spend some time with the army people and all during the camp, and you know, some very major people from the army and different kinds of institutes, they come for the camp speeches and all. At least in my year it was case, and probably now it's even bigger, because I remember that when I was in IIT, uh, this NCC thing was, it was just in its dormancy. Okay, it was not something which was fully developed. Okay, now I think it's much larger and as an institution, so the activities are probably even better. One thing which I really enjoyed about the NCC experience is that, like, even if you become an alumnus, okay, NCC stays with you even then. You know, I'm not in touch with a lot of IITP people, but the few I'm in touch with, I connected with them because of NCC. Okay, so that was like how they introduced Ki Kalpit. Do you remember we were in NCC together? I was like, bro, I cannot forget about NCC. Okay, so it's something that stays, that has stayed with me even after I have graduated. So one of the really standing out factors of NCC, and I think this is like the biggest pro, like nothing even comes close to it, is that in NCC you are taught how to handle and fire, and you actually fire a lot of shots in a rifle. Okay, you are taken to a place in a proper army truck, so you know you get a proper counter strike, or you know, all of those, you get a proper experience of all of that stuff. Okay? All sitting just like you see in those movies, right? People are like, they are sitting on two benches facing each other, and then they go to an army base and it's all deserted. So it was a proper experience. Okay, like in my entire IIT stay, I remember only a few things really, you know, that really connect with me on an emotional level. One was my first year where I did a lot of cultural activities. And after my second year, I was too much into building my business. And the third thing which I remember about IIT Bombay is probably the NCC thing. Okay. So the entire experience, right from the seniors, right from the way it is structured, right from the kind of things that were there on a day-to-day basis, the different events like Republic Day parade or Independence Day, or even that camp, all of those things, they are really I mean, it's a very good experience packed into the first year. See, I don't think it matters as much, because now that I'm looking back at all this stuff as an alumnus, okay, it sounds like the very idea that somehow joining NCC or in the place would affect your, like, so you can choose whatever you want, it won't affect. But if I speak for NCC, I would say it's not time waste at all, and it's actually really fun. I mean, Saturday classes, they were really fun. I don't remember much from my IIT Bombay classes, but I remember NCC classes and all the BS stuff that I did there. That I remember pretty well. I don't think that even the Saturday classes or the camp or any of these activities affect your academics as much. It's not some random theory, like it's some proper good stuff. Okay, like some of it has to deal with how weapons work and different kinds of drills. And if I remember, we were also told some, like we were also taught about some obstacle course and all that stuff. So it's pretty chill. Join it, you will get a lot of time to study, it will not affect your academics much. The camp is fun, the firing is fun, the banter in the NCC group is fun, the seniors are also very fun. uh, so join NCC. I don't think it will be a bad experience at all. Okay, it might work differently for you, but at least for me, NCC worked pretty well, and I really loved my time at NCC.